shadows are moving for this Wellness Wednesday. Our mamas are moving too. Legacy Physical Therapy offers pelvic physical therapy. The STL business has a passion for working with pregnant and postpartum mothers and providing further education on ways to optimize recovery following birth. So here to share some simple tips for postpartum recovery is owner Dr. Brooke Kalisiak. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
So this is an important conversation because maybe sometimes people don't even think that we're so used to bounce back. How do I bounce back after birth? But it starts so much more than that, right?
It does. There isn't a bounce back after birth. We took 9 months to grow a baby.
Yes.
It's going to take some time to recover. And honestly, in our society, the focus tends to shift to the baby afterwards, and the mom's like, okay, well, what do I do?
Yeah.
I still need to recover.
Yes.
And they're left kind of on their own. And there's so much more ways that we can support women in their postpartum recovery.
Of course, and this conversation is something that every woman can listen up, every mother, because you were mentioning it doesn't matter how long ago it was.
Correct. Once postpartum, always postpartum. So I have a 17-year-old son. I'm still postpartum, and that most people think of it in that early window, but giving birth changes our body forever in a wonderful way, but sometimes we need a little help to kind of get back to feeling as strong and supported as we can be.
Of course, and showing your body some grace and really helping your body heal, because it's like what you mentioned, 9 months. I mean, it's remarkable. So why don't you take us through these 3 simple tips?
Yeah, so one of the biggest things that everyone always wants is that one thing we all should be doing postpartum. And there is no one thing, but the one thing that we do teach every woman early postpartum is to take big, slow, deep breaths. So when we take big, slow, diaphragmatic breaths, it moves our diaphragm, our pelvic floor, and our abdominal muscles, and we get everything moving and working together how it's designed to be. So it gets our system, our core system. So every mom's kind of worried about what happened to my abdominals after I had a baby, and that everything feels kind of stretched out. And when we take big, slow, deep breaths, it gets our abdominal muscles and our pelvic floor muscles, which are those all-important ones on the bottom, that are very important for some key functions. And so it gets all of those working and moving together in a nice, relaxing, gentle way. So I tell new moms, especially, 5 to 10 deep breaths when you're feeding your baby, because you're doing that multiple times a day. So you can do this while you're doing it.
And it's probably just as helpful for the mental health too, right? To take that time to breathe. Okay, now tip number 2.
Tip number 2 also relates to breathing, but in a more functional kind of way. We are doing so much lifting as a new mom. We're picking up the baby. We're picking up that, awkward car seat and laundry, all of that kind of stuff. My simple tip that way is to exhale with exertion. So as you pick up your kiddo, as you pick up the car seat or the stroller, breathe out as you do it. Because when we exhale, that lets us release pressure out our mouth. And it takes pressure off of this area, and it also helps us to kind of engage through our core and get those muscles working again for us.
Man, I wouldn't even thought of that one. Okay, so this 3rd tip, 3rd and final one.
3rd one is partner with a pelvic physical therapist. So we are experts in the musculoskeletal system and helping you get your body back working the way it should be. So making sure that your abdominal muscles are doing what they should be, making sure that your pelvic floor muscles are doing what they should be, making sure that your scar tissue, if you had a C-section or an episiotomy or you just tore a little bit, making sure that's all moving so that everything is working and moving well together. So that's commonplace in Europe. Honestly, women have babies and then they are referred right off to pelvic physical therapy. And it's starting to be talked about more and more here in the States, but it's just not as commonplace.
It's not there yet, of course. I don't have children myself, but many people close to me, and it's so much pressure to look a certain way after the baby do this. It seems to sometimes be focused on the wrong thing. So this is an important conversation, and hopefully we can help those mamas heal and really take care of their bodies. So if you want to learn more, take a look at your screen here. Legacy Physical Therapy. They do have 2 locations. You can visit their website as well as follow them on social for further information. And of course, plenty of opportunities to work with them in the future if you choose to. So thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me, Mary.